Okay, we are back. I have a part of the tripod here. I don't think they're going to give me another attachment. I have a feeling that they won't. But I don't know. This is just broken down to the monopod. I have to get the other two parts. Also, the gym rack is done. I'm so happy. We spent all day yesterday building it. It took me a little longer too because it was, obviously it was on stream. Also, I'd like to go to Target to get my glasses adjusted because they are getting pretty loose. So, I don't know. And I'm kind of rough on them. I feel like I want them to clean them. I don't know if I need to go buy more rubbing alcohol from Walmart because my eyelashes are so long they touch the glass, and it's kind of like I can put them on after just cleaning them and they're already smudged again, and that's just like literally me just barely putting them on after cleaning them. So I want to go get them adjusted and cleaned. I have this box down here. I'm just gonna use this. Just gonna use this box for the UPS store bug spray that I made to take to Coachella, and I'll just use this box. I think I got everything from the tripod off of here. I think so. Also, I really want to put those two pieces of metal on that stand, but regardless, I think it just reinforces the weight, the counterweight in the front. I don't know if the seam, I don't know, but regardless, we got a box for the UPS. And there's 3 boxes of shoes that I think I'm just going to sell those on Depop. I'm going to leave those. I was going to take them to the dumpster, but I was like, the homeless ladies don't want high heels. I don't think so. We'll put everything in this box. Oh, I don't know if they want me to bubble wrap the box. I don't know. What did they say? I think so it doesn't shift in the box and get more broken, but we'll see. Well, I don't even think I have. What, Mama? What, lady? Are you a lady? Wow. I have a little bit of bubble wrap in the garage. So maybe we'll use that. Because I don't want them to say, like, it was like a packing error or something, and then, shit happens, and then, But I have a lot of bubble wrap from when I used to sell my paintings online, so I'm going to leave that open just in case I need to go back in there. Oh, well, I guess I didn't think about Should I keep this top part? Or do you think they're going to give us another one? I don't know. Because I don't know if this one was from my old one too. I don't want to say, but I just think I wasn't trying to give it all back. I think it comes with one now, no matter what, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, got this one out. Not going anywhere, so. Yeah, and then I just need to tape it up. So. That's it. Okay, that's all I need to do. We'll try to fit the box in the car. Try. We'll take it like this. And we'll take this to UPS because the dumpster that I'm going to is actually right next to it. And whoa. Oh, did this, excuse me, did this get turned off? It's off, okay. Mrs. May. Did not get taken apart. I did drink it all. Okay. Bye, Mrs. May. See you. Oh, wait, is that a better box? Is this better? Let's go down here, you guys. I have a feeling this might be better. Because oh, it won't fit. Never mind. It won't even fit in there. We tried. Whoa. Whoa. Let's get our shoes on. And we got our glasses. Okay, chat, we're leaving. Happy Thursday! Happy Thursday. Okay. Miss May. She's looking at us while we leave. Okay. Let's go on this side. Okay. Oh, actually, no point in that. Okay, guys. We're going outside. Wait. Let me keep you here. Okay. We have so much to take to the trash. My car is literally, I spent all night trying to put a bunch of stuff in here. And yeah. And it sucks. I dropped my glasses on the concrete, and I feel like that's why they got so scratched on one side. Oh. Dude, literally, they're creeping me the fuck out. Let's get some inches off here, actually. We're going to UPS. We're dropping this off. Taking the trash to the dumpster. I have a bunch of stuff that's just from the garage that I want to clean out the garage for that rack that we just installed. So then I have a bunch of clothes that didn't sell at my yard sale, and I don't want to have another one to sell them, so I'm just going to put them in a dumpster for some of the homeless people that are actually around the UPS we're going to, and hopefully they utilize them, because I figured if I take it to Goodwill, then they still have to pay for it. So I'm just gonna throw it away, and people usually dumpster dive around that shopping center we're going to, so I figured, yeah, they'll definitely find it, they'll definitely use it, so that's what we're doing. And so that way they can have some flat shoes also. We don't claim him. He does not represent us. I'm screaming. Now tell him, you guys. Tell him. He's creepy. Okay, let's see. I need to put on some fucking chapstick, bitch. We do not claim this is so funny. Hell yeah. I wish I would have brought a little bit of water. Here's the car. I'm gonna put a little music on. Hear those crows? Okay. It's getting warm outside too. I feel like we should hold the phone close by, or if I should turn off the stream until we get there. But we'll see. see. Okay, you guys. Also, I want to go to Target after. We have our UPS box. And we're going to print the label when we get there. I would keep you guys on the windshield, but at this point it feels like okay, it should have reconnected. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's really hot where I'm at. And I wish I had tints on my window. I mean, I have tints, but not dark ones by any means. There's like probably like such a small percentage in the back. It feels like you can still see through, I feel like, no matter what. But also at this point, I'm kind of like, I don't really want to, because I'm not going to keep this car for much longer. I don't know. And I don't want the phone to overheat. Really? Keep this here. We're gonna be driving for like 10 minutes, you guys. At least. At the very least. 2 cups of coffee. I feel like I'm awake. Also, I forgot the battery pack. Shoot. Sorry. We are going to the UPS store, you guys, to drop off this tripod that I broke. I have insurance for it, so we're gonna get a new one shipped back to me. I don't know if they're gonna give me a gift card and then I repurchase. They just refund me for the amount I paid for, but regardless, hopefully we can just use it towards maybe a better one. That's what I want to do, but we'll see. Then after that, all the stuff in the back of my car, I'm going to dump at this dumpster behind here. What are these people doing? Because I want to park here. No, I'm going there. Right here. You're in the way. Okay, roll the windows out. Let's get that label out because I don't know if my service is gonna mess up and then I hold the line up, honestly. I feel like I should get service on this phone just so I could see the chat. Because a lot of the time the other one is for music, like even just at home, and it's a little easier than relying on the iPad at home. Because I feel like my Wi-Fi will drop, but this one just will default to data anyway, so like the stream will keep going, but I won't be able to see the chat consistently, so I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, let's try to open this. Okay. Ready to go, you guys? Realistically, I don't really know. I might have to put you guys in my pocket. Going in the pocket. Let's put this here. Sorry, it's a little tilted. Hello from North Carolina. Hello. Greetings from Serbia. Hello. What are you guys doing today? Okay. I don't think, no, I'm not Asian. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna put you guys in the purse. I won't be able to hold you. I'm sorry. I won't be able to hold the phone and do all this. I have to put up the shipping label, and you're gonna literally be just in and out, and that's it.
Pero ahorita ya tengo ayuda, está mejor. Ah, sí, esa es.
So we have to print that out.
La tiene que notarizar, ¿verdad?
It's a $5.27 fee, okay?
Do I email it to you?
Yes, you're gonna email it to me. You're gonna send it to my email here on the bottom, store 1450 at the UPSstore.com.
Right, okay.
Like, it doesn't take off much, but it's still something. See that I just mailed for other costs. Which I could have put the stuff in there the other day. But then she didn't tell me like contact her.
Mis respetos para las personas que trabajan en el PIB. Mis respetos.
Yo tengo dañada. Thank you so much. Have a great day. We'll send tomorrow, right? Can you do that?
Sí, no, definitivamente ocupo hacer otra cosa. Ok, mire, voy a ocupar su ayuda para que me llene esta parte del medio. Es toda su información personal. Y ya después me va a firmar aquí y después ya vamos a poner este lado.
Sorry, you guys.
Y luego si tiene un nombre del medio aquí, o si no la inicial nada más, ¿no? Entonces después va a pasar aquí donde dice...
What's the last name on your email?
It should be Ariak.
Una palomita. Y luego aquí va a poner su número de licencia.
Sierra?
Yes.
Aquí, F54.
Would you like your payment receipt? Okay, you're all set.
Okay, she got it. Let's pay for it.
Aquí es su fecha de nacimiento. A ver, lo tiene aquí como 0307-1972. Así sígale, sígale ahí. Ok. Y después aquí le va a poner 506.
Yeah, you keep those. I don't think you need them.
Yo aquí le voy a poner 2.40. Mi amor, 2.40. Yo aquí le voy a poner 10.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm good. Beating the heat.
What heat? There's no heat yet. We're not gonna talk about it.
Right, you're right. My bad. Sorry.
Not yet. I can't handle it. No matter how long I've been here, it's still too much.
Right.
It's only been 6 years and it's still too much.
I hear you. I hear you.
I'm like,
Yeah.
June gloom, what's that?
Right, right.
$5.27.
Okay. Do you guys take tap or no?
Yep, we sure do. All right, for your drop off, for your payment.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Thank you, you too, man. Okay, we're free. That was easy. And, okay. I'm gonna set you guys down here. Sorry, it's a lot going on. We have to take this for taxes. All right. Whoa. Okay. Let's get the car key. Okay, we're going around the block. I didn't put my tennis shoes on to do this, but I think we'll be okay. Looking crazy. Okay. This woman is like wobbling. She has no car. She looks like she's had a stroke. She looks like she's in pain. Oh, that's too bad. Alright, we're gonna swing around this parking lot. And, oh my god, did everybody have the same fucking idea? Or is this just crazy filled up to the top? We might have to go find a different one, but I wanted to jump here because there's a bunch of homeless people that live over here. Oh, that one's full too. And I just didn't, I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Someone's living over there. I didn't want to take it to Goodwill because they would still have to buy it, and they probably want to save their money for other things. Realistically, instead of having to be stealing. And it looks like that one's locked. That's the only one that's free. Okay. There's some back here, but oh my god. And there's no dumpster. Oh, there's a few there. I want to dump there. Recycling, trash only. And the workers are out here. And I don't know if these white guys are going to be fucking heroes today, so maybe I probably shouldn't dump in front of them. Or should we go to a different one, you guys? There seemed to be a little bit more less obvious if I go around this side. Also, this is a really, really nice boba spot right here if you guys want to get boba. That would be so fun. And I know they have the brown sugar. I love brown sugar. Let's see. Yeah, everybody's getting shipments today. Yeah, then this truck is just sideways. Trash can was filled to the top, so oh well, we'll just go with a different move. And I don't know if this one is all the way through. Oh, I don't think so. Not at all. Honestly, I was just gonna leave the, and they got new management. That's why I'm like, this looks so clean. Yeah, I think they're gonna have a stick up their ass if someone's gonna come out here. I just know it. Okay, we're going behind Food Max, I guess, because it seems like another hot spot for homeless over here, so let's just go there instead. It was nice to give it a try, but I know that the previous management, like, it was always like, I mean, shit, that's where I got a few of my dumbbells, my kettlebells, a few of my weights from. Oh, here, look at this. They probably swoop on this one too. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. We could. This is good, and it's also. But that's the thing. They look like they throw food in here all the time. How about we go to. Let's take the alley, and we'll go to Food Max. Because usually they're gonna dig through people who are throwing trash away, genuinely throwing trash away, and like in a place where like it's like low income, they genuinely probably are throwing trash. So sometimes the trash, usually by like a convenience store or a retail center, you know, sometimes they're more or less throwing product, unopened product. You know, that's kind of more of like, I'm like not trying to teach you guys how to dumpster dive, but literally would dumpster dive with my dad all the time whenever I was a kid. But truly, that's what you want to look for. And if that's where the homeless people are going to most likely be digging, then I'd rather that than them to get kicked out of a neighborhood or get the cops called on them because they're walking through a suburban area. Even though it's not the best neighborhood, but still, you know, like, the dumpsters are pretty out in the open. If people drove by, they definitely would be seen behind behind like a place like of retail. It's usually the alley and the business itself. There's usually no exposure from the actual street, so it kind of gives privacy to look through the dumpster, you know. And not that they wouldn't have shame or some shit, because they're obviously homeless, but after some years that kind of just goes away, you know what I mean? So not that it matters, but they probably would have more succession with being able to dig because it's hidden anyway. But I'm gonna just go see that last shopping center, it seems like everybody got their shipment these few days, so the boxes, like the whole trash is full, completely full, so I'm gonna try to go to a different one, see if it's any better. I'll take the back road so I can get there, but as you can see, some of it's trash and some of it really is just clothes that are usable. Also, we could, in this neighborhood, this little section here, because it is kind of like right on the street for people who are homeless to dig through those trash. But let's go through here. It might be better. Like, look at, there's a woman there. She might benefit from some clothes. We could just pull up and ask her after I throw the trash. She looks like she's sitting out. Yeah, this one, it looks empty. Let's pull up in the shade really quick and then we'll get to dumping. I can pull all the way up to the wall, it looks like. I can't really see. Okay. Okay, we just gotta be quick about it. Somebody was already in this one. He just jumped out of there. Let's go tell them. Well, I hope they didn't leave. They fucking left. Let me see if they walk through there. She had a big cart. This motherfucker's creepy. Let's see if we can find her. And they might have not gone far, but we can go pretty quickly. Pretty quickly through, Excuse me, miss? Hello. Did you see a couple? Oh, never mind. They're right there. If you're looking for women's clothing, I just put some in the blue dumpster in the back of here.
Okay.
And then there's men's tennis shoes, there's women's tennis shoes, size 8 to 9, and there's size small dresses and all that stuff. The recycles, so you don't dig through the trash.
Okay.
You're welcome. I'm gonna go let her know. Excuse me, hi.
Hi.
I was seeing you sit down over there on the curb, hun. There's women's clothes in the recycling trash behind this building. And there's men's shoes as well.
Whoa,
women's
whoa.
Women's shoes, women's dresses, and size small to large.
Awesome.
So, and don't dig through the trash, the recycle box.
The recycle box, okay.
In the back. In the
back
trash,
there.
the big dumpster. So you don't have to dig through the trash during the recycling.
Dude, get out.
And I just let this other lady know, if you know of any other women who need clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah. She went and take a look. Oh, how sweet. I think she wants to go as soon as possible. Oh, I'm so happy. I want to cry. She looks like she really needs clothes. And she's like walking so fast to the dumpster. It's so sad. It's so sad. I hope she finds what she likes. I hope so. Is she going? Yeah. Well, my car's cleaned. And you could tell she had Parkinson's. When I was talking to her, her whole head was shaking, her hands were shaking. And the guy that was with her seemed like so kind. as soon as I said men's tennis shoes, he was like, oh, you better go get them. And there's summer clothes, it's hot. There's dresses, all kinds of stuff. And tennis shoes, sneakers, and sandals. I'm like, oh my God. Well, I hope they liked it. Are you the streamer that shot the elephant last year? No. Dude, that sucks. That sounds terrible. This light's broken. We just dropped off some clothes and some trash and recyclables to the back of a business, and there was a few homeless women over there, and I'm glad that we went to that one and that this one was actually full, because I didn't see any homeless women on this side yet. Usually they come towards the, dinner time. It's easier to beg over here because there's a lot of fast food places. It gets really jumping over here, like real popular and like dense at, dinner time. So they kind of come over here and like food pan haggle and stuff like that for Monday. And I haven't seen any of them over here. I think everybody's trying to recycle. They do specials at that recycling place over there, so they might be wanting to go on a day where they get more money, like today. So, because nobody wants to go during, weekday hours, as everybody's working, so they can, because they obviously have no job. But yeah, it is. We just dumped a bunch of my clothes. I usually yard sale everything until it's all gone. And I have one good friend of mine. His mom actually usually buys our stuff after our yard sale, but this year I was like, you know what? Well, she usually buys it to send back to the girls in her country, so, which I'm grateful for, but I figured why not just go ahead and dig through the trash and not even the trash, but the recyclables, so they don't have to dig into the trash, but it's like, in a cleaner dumpster, the recycling, and they could get some clothing and shoes, and that way they don't have to buy it at Goodwill, because they probably will steal it from Goodwill because they can't buy it even from Goodwill, so yeah, I just figured it'd be nice. And I also approached another lady, and I let her know, so I was like, that's probably a better way, at least today. And because it's only getting hotter, and usually that's like the case, like in the morning, sometimes still they're going to need their jackets, and we have a very mild winter. It's why a lot of people would rather be homeless in California, because the weather's better and you can live outside without freezing. So, the only downside to that is that there's so much access to drugs here because the borders are so close, and yeah, like just trafficking drugs is usually like through here, so. And the climate is good for certain types of drugs to grow them. Regardless, people have the money, the budget to buy certain drugs here versus other places, so that's just usually, the combination doesn't mesh well. But it is good for living if you're literally homeless, so it's kind of like the goal, to live here. And I know that it was still raining, it was still really cold in the morning, so like they're still walking around with like fleece-lined clothing or like faux fur clothing, I'd imagine. And I'm like, well, they're gonna need spring clothes. I don't care if they shred them up as long as they don't feel like they're dying when they're walking outside. So, and there's so many girls I've seen recently, and seems sad. She was probably like in her 30s. Her whole head was shaking. Her body was like her hands were shaking, like she had Parkinson's. And she seemed really young. So, I don't I just kind of felt really bad, more bad than I would have. And they were recycling, and the guy that she was with was like elated whenever I said like, oh, there's also men's shoes. And he said, go look, I'll do the cans basically, you go look in the trash. It was just sad. Hello. I just went to go recycle, throw trash away from the garage, and then also the leftover clothes that I had from my yard sale. I put them in a recycling dumpster for the homeless women around there, and I let some of them know, like, hey, there's clothing in the dumpster if you want to go take a look. And the recycling, so they don't have to dig through the trash, the blue one. And just the way one of them was walking immediately towards the trash. She was wearing a big pea coat, like a big puffer jacket. You could tell she was hot. I kind of wanted to like drive and like help her find something, but like she's not a baby, but you know what I mean, like I just felt bad, like I wanted to help more, but maybe another time. I would like to feed them, I would like to buy food and like give them food, and like high calorie stuff, because yeah, it's not the healthiest, it's not the best, but like living outside and being depleted by the sun, like we have a certain amount of calories we need every day. I talk about that on my channel all the time, and these people are most likely never going to be getting close every day. Like I was just living at Coachella camping, and like I can attest, like I lost so much water. Even though I was able to have access to water, I lost so much water from just being out there in the desert heat. And like granted it was hotter than it is here, but it is like we're still in a desert climate. Like everybody's backyard has natural deposits of clay and sand. Like it's just the climate here, that's just the way the sediment is in the city that I'm at. This used to be a lake bed before it got cultivated by a community. Like it just naturally gets hot, it's all dried up. So like if they're living outside, and that's just barely my reality for 4 days that I'm going to go back to, civilization basically after the festival. I'm like, dude, they're never eating enough. Oh, let me get out of this fucking lane, bitch. This is too much. And, yeah, so I don't really mind if I'm buying them stuff that's unhealthy. Really, they need the calories. They need high calorie food. They need the extra carbs, they need the extra fat. They're not getting shit, you know what I mean? They're not getting anything on a day-to-day, so I could give less of a fuck if it's not fucking my meal preps. Like, that's, yes, they need protein, yes, that's important, but if it's not high in calorie, then they're just gonna waste away anyway, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be wasting money at the same time because it's expensive, and I don't mind cooking real food. I don't mind doing that. But if I'm to buy somebody something, I would probably buy them a fucking pizza. It's the cheapest way to feed a family. Think about it like that. And it's probably the worst thing for you. It's so high in calories. There's a lot of bread. There's a lot of carbs. They need energy. They're burning through it every day. They're walking constantly more than anybody who's just living a sedentary lifestyle. Let's face it. They're going to be moving throughout the city. Depends. Like if you walk somewhere across the city and then get kicked out, you have to move to another part of the city. If shit gets run down, if people are, basically wanting to beat you up for what you have, it's like, yeah, they're probably moving a lot more than that, than not. I'm like, yeah, I would like to buy them food one day, or make something and give away plates of food. I'd love to do that. And juice boxes or something, and water, because, they're gonna need, especially the ladies out there, they're smaller, and both the ones I just engaged with, they're like 5'4". I'm like, dude, 5'2", and then one of them was old. I'm like, yeah, no, that's sad. But yeah, and I know my my dad really appreciated. A lot of his friends was homeless. Whenever I was growing up, a lot of his friends were homeless, on drugs. They didn't have anywhere to sleep. I remember one time we took in 2 of his friends to live in our house, and they were homeless. They lost their apartment. They were on drugs. They couldn't, sustain a job. And either that or they didn't want to, They were getting on their feet. I remember that first month they were there, they were getting food stamps. Our whole fridge was filled with, really shitty steaks from Dollar Tree. Like T-bone steaks from Dollar Tree. I remember that. They were it's so funny. They were vacuum sealed steaks, and our whole freezer was just those steaks that they bought from the dollar store. Because I think at that time they barely started having dollar stores with freezer sections, and there is meat there. But yeah, they were bringing in so much stuff. They had so much food. Almost felt like food stamps could get you so far. Back in the day. But yeah, I remember that. And I remember my mom being pissed that they were still there. And they didn't stay for very long. I think they only stayed for about a month. But I think I'm trying to remember their names. Zach and Stella. And my dad really trusted them with me. My dad would actually be running drugs, and they would babysit me when my mom was at work. I remember one time my dad asked to have them watch me while he went to go run in the streets, and I think we went to a tattoo parlor. And I just remember us going to a tattoo parlor, and they gave me a whole bag of jalapeno Cheetos. And I ate the whole fucking bag. And I just remember just spending time, and Stella was so nice to me. I was about, I don't know, maybe 8 or 7. I just remember when I was about maybe 12 or 13, Zach he broke into a junkyard where they just have cars. And in the newspaper, his face was he got caught by the cops for stealing catalytic converters. And his face was shredded from the dogs. They let the dogs on him. So his mugshot, his whole flesh was hanging from his face. And I think he's just been in prison ever since. He's in Laredo or something. And then I think Stella got her shit together, and I think she's dating another guy, or probably would have left him by now, probably, I don't know. But she's on a straight and narrow path. I think she got sober, or at least stopped doing meth. And that's all I could ask my dad about before he died. I don't know where Zach is now, though. I think he's still in prison. But yeah, it was they just didn't have anything. And I remember my dad was dealing to both of them, but I also remember Alabama living with us for some time. That was another one of my dad's very good friends. So when I went to go do that just now, I just feel I thought of them after all this time. So we should cook. We should give out food. That'd be nice. Like I was saying. nice. And I don't know, I just thought of my dad when I was doing that just now. Just thought about him, and he would just always try to help people. And I think a lot of it had to do with guilt, because he knew that like a lot of the people he was helping eventually, you know, they lost everything because they got addicted to meth that my dad was selling them. And I think he felt bad. He felt really bad. I remember him feeling pretty bad and depressed about it, actually, because I think he had realized that he ruined a lot of people's lives. And not just terrorized people, but ruined their lives. And he, you know, died feeling guilty and died feeling bad. You know, that he basically caused their life to crumble. And that's kind of like where it becomes harder, because you're trying to make a living selling drugs, and then, you know, you grow an attachment or see yourself maybe in some of your clients that are buying from you, and then it becomes hard. And I think my dad felt bad a lot of the time, and to the point where he was taking people into our home, and my mom was not down at all. Just felt, you know, and as soon as my mom started figuring it out, you know, she didn't want anybody in our home. So I just remember that, and I remember the bonds that my dad was making and the people he was bringing me around. They didn't have anything, you know. They didn't have very much. But they had such rich spirits, and they were so kind. And kind to me. You know, rich in kindness. It's very sweet. When I think of them, I think of those things. They always were nice to me. Very, very kind to me. We just checked the mail. I went and did that. And then I just want to clean the house. It's really fucking dirty. So I want to clean the house. This guy's got like a setup for all his tools, and he's got like a whole bunch of stuff like for weight training in his garage, and I'm like, that's like me. One day I'm gonna get it together so it's like nice and fixed up, and it's already better than it was. Like I got rid of so much stuff and got rid of so many of the boxes that were just like in our house and all that. So I can't wait for us to, you know, well, I'm glad we got some movement, but for us to like, you know, go through my little journey for recovering my back and stuff. I guess it's okay. The jasmine is in bloom. It smells so good. It's 12:34. 12:34. Hi, lady. Lady. What are you doing? Okay. Let's sit down because I really need to reassess. I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna get some more. There's no energy drinks, but I do have to prep this chicken. And we have to make fried rice today. That is the goal. I have to make fried rice. Okay. Sorry guys, that took a lot out of me. I don't want to cook until the dishes are like maintained a little bit. I want to make some coffee and have a sit down for a little bit. I'm just a little worn out. So, I don't really know. I'm gonna just heat up some water. We'll make some pour over coffee. Sounds good. Also, sorry if we did all of that and if the stream cut out. I'm sorry about that. Trying my best. Okay, turn that on. I might leave you guys here. I have to pee. Leave the camera on. Sorry about that. What time is it? And we might charge the phone a bit. Actually, I'll probably turn off the stream and then just save this as a video, I guess. And then we'll be back in a little bit, okay? We'll be back whenever I clean and tidy up the house. Okay, be easy. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.